faces. But yeah, let's get into the podcast, shall we? And on today's podcast, we are joined by the one and only Neo. How are you, Neo?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing well. Shoot, wrong thing. So, how have you been? How's your day?
I've been well. How have you been today?
I have been good. It's been really hot in California. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it, but it's okay.
Ooh, hot. You can only take so many clothes off. You gotta be cold so you can put clothes on.
Yeah.
You can always add layers, but you can only take so many off legally.
That's a different kind of website, you know, if you're trying to. Hmm. But anyways, on today's podcast, I have some questions to ask you.
You do?
Yeah, I have some questions to ask you. You know how it goes, chat. He asked me 8 or more questions. And then no wait. He gives me a fuck. He gives me more questions. And then I wow, if I can English, jeez. He gives me a list of questions to ask him. There we go. And then he picks questions to ask me, but I don't get to know those questions that he's going to ask me. So, I guess we'll start off with the list that you have picked from. Why did
Yeah.
why did Neo Apocalypse start streaming?
So, in 2020, I was gaming with Brother Panda and Schlubbers, and we were talking about how I would love to stream, and they both looked at me through the Xbox and said, "Do it. You should do it."
Mm-hmm.
So I did it.
That's how you started streaming?
And that's when I started streaming.
Do you remember what date that was or what game you guys were playing during that time?
Well, that was July when I started. If you give me just a second, I can actually pull up the calendar and tell you. My first stream was July 20th of 2020.
Of 2020. So I want to say I started streaming. Yeah, you joined like a year or two before. Yeah. Damn. Is it hard to stay consistent with streaming?
You know, at first it was when I was finding my groove. And when family issues arise, sometimes it is difficult. Um, because you got to navigate a personal life as well as dream life. Um, Sometimes I'm a little late, sometimes I'm a little early. Sometimes I just pop up in the middle of the week.
Do you prefer to stream alone or with friends?
I prefer to stream with friends. There's just something about having people to talk to that makes the time fly.
I like.
I don't play a lot of games myself
Mm-hmm.
alone either, so I just find it more engaging when I have friends to play games with.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, let me ask you this, because we all know that you're an affiliate streamer here,
Yes,
and you have your own Discord. Make sure to join the Neo Zone, right? It's called Neo Zone, right?
it is the Neo Zone, yes.
Make sure to join the Neo Zone. It's a great server. I love it. But here's a question. Right. Are there any stream ideas or secret projects that you have in the works?
So we just actually came up with doing the toxic waste. Um, Not toxic waste. Warheads. My bad. Warheads. D Wolf just did toxic waste.
Mm-hmm.
um, we just started doing the warheads.
You have a
Trying
camera
to
on, do
think
you?
of some
Yes,
other
I do.
things to do. Looks like he's got some things going on himself.
I just got you from reading.
Welcome back.
My aunt comes in here and starts just dancing while brushing her teeth. She didn't know. She didn't know I was doing the pot. She didn't know I was live. She's like, "Wait, is your camera on?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "Oh shoot. Well, at least I get to see your cool aunt's dance moves." As you were
Let's go. Let's go, Chia.
as you were saying though, my apologies.
Well, I was saying we just got the warheads and we started doing that, but I'm always open to some ideas from streamers or viewers on something that I could do to spice things up a little bit.
Oh.
I'm also thinking about trying to do something for Christmas, as far as a giveaway, but I haven't got that dialed in yet. Um, Plans of who might be involved, whatnot. That's up to come.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll be doing the stream together with Little Ninja and D Wolf on the 15th when they do their hot spicy challenge.
Ooh, who do you think's gonna win with that one?
You know, they're both stubborn.
Uh-huh.
Let's face it, they're both hard-headed, stubborn, whatever you want to call it. I don't think one's gonna let the other one quit.
Yeah.
Um, it's really fun to watch them go toe for toe. Wait, that was the last one. That was the Satan's toe.
Mhm.
It was really funny watching them do the ice cream bar. Um, I enjoy being able to host, in a sense, host those, co-stream those with them.
Mm-hmm. Did you
But
do the ice cream bar as well, or was it just D Wolf and Ninja?
I did not. That was D Wolf and Ninja. I think, if I remember correctly, there was a Vault Girl who did it as well at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but I may be mistaken. I know for sure that the Ninja and D Wolf did it.
Mm-hmm.
So much has happened over the last year, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's also hard to know that I'm going in on my third year of streaming. Uh, that as an affiliate, that's a thing.
Well, since we got into your questions about your streaming friends, we're gonna get into the personal background a little bit.
Oh no.
Now, the question that you picked for this topic was, what was your dream job growing up?
So I did my dream job for many years as a volunteer, which was being a
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot of stuff. I was able to help some people. Um, it was a really rewarding job.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to uh, be there in somebody's worst moment to be able to help them out. Really rewarding, and I enjoyed it. I'm glad life led me on that path.
How long were you a fighter for?
I started fighting fires and responding to emergencies in 2005. Um, and I got off of a department in 2022 was the last time I was on a department. 21. Somewhere right in there.
Well, I just want to say thank you for your service to the community.
Thank you.
You know, it's not an. I bet you it's not an easy job to be a firefighter. They do so much for us. So I just want to say thank you.
It's appreciated. There's a lot of stuff that emergency services see that nobody should have to see.
Mm.
But it's counteracted by the people that we can save, and by the reactions of the community and the help that they give us as well.
Next question. What was your favorite subject in school?
Science, it was easy.
It was easy. May I ask what was easy about it, or?
Well, for me, it was just easy to do when understand, um, and it was a lot of hands-on in my school,
Mm-hmm.
especially after from middle school on, the schools were a lot of hands-on labs and whatnot, and that's how I learn. Is I'm a hands-on learner. I do.
Uh huh.
Um, and so once I was able to do, I mean, it came naturally to me.
Okay. Hmm. Do you have any pets at all?
Well, I do.
Even.
I got this wonderful little doggo right here. He's just adorable. His name is Valdor. He's a boxer mix. And we're gonna give him a treat.
Hold on, let me.
What do you say?
I said let's do it. Can I make your camera bigger? No, I cannot. OBS. There we go. Now it's all blurry. That's fine. Figure that out. Why did I have a Taco Bell ad? Hey, 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 hello. I don't know, Barvey. Welcome in there. Ah, look at that little puppers. How long have you had? I forgot his name. How long have you had him for?
Valdor? I've had him since 2019.
20. Dang.
Um, yeah, he's 6 years old.
Have you always been a dog person, or?
I really have. I'm not a cat person. Um, I had a Siberian Husky that just recently, well, I say recently, last year passed away.
Hmm.
It's hard to believe it's been a year, but yeah, last year Jessica passed away. Um, and she was a emergency response dog as well.
Hmm. I'm sorry to hear that.
Service animal. Well, she was old. She was over 12 years old. So, and she lived a really good life. So,
Neo's audio's low. It shouldn't be low. Wait, Neo, speak again?
hey, let me pull the mic a little bit closer. Maybe that'll help a little
Yeah,
bit too.
there we go. It went up a little. Wait, talk again?
Talking again.
Yeah, it should be fine. It went up. Interesting.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Barbie says, there we go. All right. Thank you for that, Barbie.
Thank you. Now, we're going to get into the fun and reflective side of things. So, we have already gotten... So, we have already gotten to know your streaming side, a little bit of your personal background. But here's a question that you chose, which I find really interesting. If you could have lunch with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
So, kind of copy D-Wolf here, because Robin Williams is a person that I would want to chat with the most if I could. Because that man was in so much pain and was able to bring laughter and smiles to so many people without anybody knowing he was really in pain. He persevered, and I just want to pick his brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a good actor. He was good in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he absolutely was.
So, to add on to that question, would you rather travel like in the future or in the past?
Well, I'm I'm on the fence on that one because the past we know, and I can, you know, I can make changes, but at the same time, if I make changes in the past, then what would become, you know, I could be on a different path than what I'm on now.
Yeah.
At the same time, if I go to the future, do I come back from the future? Because if I come back from the future, then I end up again making changes. It's a catch-22.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to go to the past and see some of the battles and some of the major decisions in our history as they happen, like the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I'd love to see, you know, see those things happen because that's an important part of our history. But at the same time,
Thank you so much, D-Wolf, for the raid.
I'd love to see what's to come.
I hope your stream was great. Love your face. Thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The decoration, yeah, that would be actually pretty badass to see. Plus, if you think about it, you get to see Hamilton's greatest duel. If you really think about it, you get to see him in the 10-step duel. Yeah. So that'd be awesome. But here's a question, though, for you to add on top of that. Would you give them ideas for the Declaration of Independence? Since technically you are from the future, but if you did go to the past, would you incorporate some ideas that you see in today's world into theirs?
Well, that's a catch-22. I would love to do that, but at the same time, what effect would that have on today if I did? Now, if we put a hypothetical and said it wouldn't harm the future or the present, then absolutely. But that's why I said going back and watching some of these events, you know, not making changes would be awesome. Um, if I could make changes, I don't know. I don't know that I'm that person that should be making those decisions.
Hmm. Barbie says it's always gonna be a domino effect. If you change things in the past, it's gonna affect the future, which is true.
And the further back you change something, the more ripple effects you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I would love to go back and watch these things, um, but to change them, that could alter the entire course of my life. Heck, I might not even be in existence if I changed something way back then.
That is true. Here's the last question that I can ask you before we switch things up. Did you ever keep a journal as a kid?
You know, I heard you had to answer this question last week, and
Hmm.
watching your response, I was kind of the same. I was in foster care as a kid, so that was always an encouragement. Hey, write in this journal, write in this journal, write in this journal, get your feelings out. And I did it sometimes, but then I turned around and I'd tear it up. And because I was not a person that wanted everybody to know what I was thinking,
Yeah.
um, and I was afraid for the longest time that I was the only one that felt this way or had these feelings or went through this stuff. Um, Even though I ended up in group homes with plenty of other people, still, it still didn't sink in all that well sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kept one, but then at the same time, I didn't keep one.
Hmm.
Um,
Do you ever like still think about like, oh, what if I did keep the my journals that you wrote in? Like, does your mind ever go back to that or
as I'm getting older, I I am kind of getting nostalgic about some parts of my past, and I see pictures. I'm like, oh, I remember that,
Mhm.
and so it'd be nice to go back and see exactly what I was facing when I was 8, 9, 10, 12. Um, because I don't remember the details of my everyday life then. I mean, I remember the major events, right? But you don't remember that you were mad at so and so because they left their socks on your side of the bed. That's I say that was a thing that could have been in that book, just everyday annoyances that you're like, "Oh, I forgot all about so and so."
Yeah.
Because people are in our lives for a reason or a season, and um, some people you go, I really haven't talked to them in X number of years.
Mhm.
I wonder how they're doing. Maybe that's just me being nostalgic.
No, I agree with you on that. Your mind just kind of starts to wander, and sometimes you even connect with those people.
Yeah.
But okay, chat. we're gonna switch things up. I asked Neo a total of 10 questions. Now, he gets to ask me a number of questions. I don't know how many he's gonna ask me, but he gets to ask me a ton of questions.
A
I'm,
10 of questions. Ooh.
I'm ready when you are, Neo.
All right, so I'm not gonna do this in any real order, shape, or form because these numbers, these questions, I wrote them down as numbers,
Mhm.
so I could go back and look them up and read them, and they're all sorts of jumbled. So we're gonna start with an easy one. Who is your favorite Disney character?
Who's my favorite Disney character? Ooh. Oh, that's a hard one. I gotta look them up. Hold on.
Okay, I thought it was
Oh.
gonna be easy.
No, that's a cut. Oh. The thing about me, right, is I love a lot of Disney characters. I like Stitch. I love Lightning McQueen. I like Buzz. I like Wally. But then as I'm looking over, I know the stream can't see it, but I also have a Woody doll that I took from the side of the street 3 days ago, and he's all better now. Like, I repainted his face, he looks all fixed, the voice box still works. That's a tough character, but then also, are we just talking about Disney characters, or are we expanding that to like Lucasfilms, Pixar? Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah. Or just Disney characters?
But I mean, do you have a favorite Disney alone character?
Probably Wally.
Wally?
Yeah.
Wally. I like Wally. Wally was stuck alone for so long. Wait, you got rated.
Yeah. I muted and I said thank you, Dewa, for the raid.
Well, I didn't even catch that. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I got it. I got it. Which, by the way, thank you again, Dewa, for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Hi, Mama Mary. Yeah, my favorite Disney character would probably have to be Wally or Eeyore.
Well, Eeyore, that poor guy.
Yeah.
So let's move on from Disney characters, shall we?
Okay.
Something equally as challenging. If you could change any event in history, any event, without it having a major ripple effect that would affect you being alive,
Mm-hmm.
what would it be?
So, any event in history, right?
Any event in history.
It's a good one. Probably John F. Kennedy's assassination.
Ooh.
Probably that one, because I know, like, a lot of people joke around about assassinations and stuff like that. But if you really think about it, he was kind of the first major person to get assassinated. And throughout our world today, I love how you have of course I do. And if you really think about it today, there's been a lot of assassination attempts, some successful, some failed, and I feel like that's really changed our way of thinking. I feel like a lot of people who try and assassinate people, they think that's okay because they see it in history and they think that's like a positive thing more than a negative thing, you know?
I could see that. All right. Now we're on a deep level. We're gonna stay there for a minute. All right.
Okay.
Um, if you could tell your younger self, I know you're not that old yet, but if you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
My younger self. I'll probably tell my younger self to not be forced into a path that's not worth choosing. And what I mean by that is I have been very depressed a lot of like my whole life pretty much. Before I even met any of you guys, I was depressed. I decided to do streaming. I was still depressed. And after everything happened this year and a little bit of last year as well, I'm still depressed where I have to find that fake smile again, you know, but I hope one day I'm able to find myself again. So I would tell my younger self to not choose a path that he's forced into, but to choose a path that he has never gone on before.
Okay. Choose the unknown.
Yeah.
I like that. So Ed, what caused you to start streaming?
I'm listening while I do my makeup. Nice. Man, that's a. I want to say when I first started watching Stampy Longnose or iBallistic Squid on Minecraft, you know, they were the first popular ones on Minecraft, and one day I saw they were live streaming, and I was like, "Wait, what's this?" And then they were talking about Twitch, and I went onto Twitch, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And I decided to make my account. Well, my aunt made my account because she thought I was a weird kid. All of you would probably agree with her. But yeah, I want to say that's what caused me to start streaming because I knew at a young age I wanted to become a YouTuber and a streamer because it's what I love doing and I'm willing to push the boundaries until I reach that goal.
Okay. What is your least favorite thing about streaming?
My least favorite thing part streaming is helping people in Obia. I'm kidding, I love that part. It's coding. No, I'm kidding. My least favorite part about streaming is probably before you start streaming. You start thinking of how the stream's gonna go. You start thinking of how am I gonna get a certain amount of audience to come at a certain time to stay during that whole stream, however long you're streaming, and also trying to figure out what can I do better during this stream that I sucked at the last stream. I would say that is the least part. Yeah, I would say that's the part that I hate about streaming because it's like I want to grow. I also want to have fun as well. But how do I do this right where I make everyone feel comfortable who comes in and like wants to stay and like chat with you, you know?
A lot of pressure when it comes to streaming, right? Like, just in general, keeping viewer counts, what content you were gonna stream, making sure that there's not people that are going to take advantage of the stream, and just getting stuff up and going, and hopefully nothing screws up while we're streaming, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a huge ordeal. Um there's a lot of undertaking in doing that, and knowing that there's such a huge weight on that, what keeps you motivated to stream?
What keeps me motivated?
Yeah.
This little guy right here. No, I'm kidding. Um, that's a good question. I want to say what probably keeps me motivated is being able to help other streamers that are at my level and being able to create stuff that will not only help myself but will help others as well, because when I think about streaming, I want to build stuff that other people are able to use and that we're able to all grow together, because I really believe that we are able to grow together and we're able to all get partnered together as long as we all believe in each other. So that's my constant motivation every morning, is that it's not just me behind the camera or in the microphone. It's me and everybody else around me as well.
Yeah. I'd say I agree with that. Well,
Welcome in, Onyx.
I'm torn on which question I want to do first.
Welcome in, Yoshi. Or Onyx.
So, do you prefer streaming alone or with friends?
Ooh. If I were to choose with friends, um, yeah, just with friends. It gives off better vibes, um, better friendship, and I just really like streaming with company, than rather alone, because I feel like when I'm streaming alone, I'm more in my head, you know.
Yeah, all the things that you could be doing that you didn't do.
Yeah, you know.
So, you prefer to be with other people that takes the edge off of things.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you had to stream a game for a year, for 365 days, it doesn't have to be in a row, but
Mhm.
for a 365 days,
Mhm.
what game would you play?
Oh, that's a good game. That's a good question. I said that's a good game. Wow. Can I?
Well, it'd have to be for you to be streaming it for 365 days, right?
That is true. All right. Can it be a franchise of games, or does it have to be one singular game?
Well, I mean, the question listed says one game, but I'd be okay with a franchise.
We're going in chat. Five Nights at Freddy's.
I feel that. I could see you playing that. I could see that. That's you. Looking at me being all unprepared.
Thank you for the hydrate, you wolf.
So, changing gears a little bit. So I'm asking you about your streaming and your gaming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
change some gears. If there was to make a movie about you, what would
Oh gosh.
you choose to? I'm not sorry. What? Who would you choose to cast you?
I really didn't delete that question. No one. No one.
Would you play it yourself?
No, no one. I wouldn't make a movie about myself at all because I'm not interesting at all. So,
Well, I beg to disagree with you. You're an interesting guy. You've got a lot that's happened to you. I mean, you're more interesting than you want to believe, I'm sure.
no, not really. You know, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I would want anybody
But
to.
if there was a movie made, about you,
Mhm.
and you had the choice, they came to you and said, "Ed, we're making this movie. Who do you want to play you?"
No one.
You just want a computer animated Ed?
Uh-huh. Or there are a couple on there he forgot about. Yeah. Or I don't know why I don't see it. I really don't know why. They must be crazy out of their mind, but a lot of people think I look like Ed Sheeran, so I guess I'll pick him. You know, I don't. Yeah, I don't agree on that part, but yeah.
I mean, you take that first picture of Ed Sheeran and make his hair black. I could see it.
I don't.
Let's see.
I
I can see it too, right, D?
really, I could not see it. No.
All right, let's get a little bit lighter and a little bit more non-controversial,
Okay.
which is wrong because some people are gonna say some people get up in arms about it anyway. What is your favorite weather?
My favorite. Ooh, I really like foggy rain weather. It's spooky. I like the rain. I've also danced in the rain as well with someone very important to me. You know, and it's just it brings off that cool vibe that I really love, you know. And it's also
Okay.
great for poetry. So,
So it's foggy and it's rainy, but like what's the temperature like?
probably cold. Yeah.
You like it cold?
Yeah, I love it cold.
What's cold to you?
Cold to me is like Alaska waters cold. You know.
Oh. So you're talking freezing or so.
Yeah. Yeah, freezing cold.
Well, I like it cold, but not freezing cold. So I'm gonna take a spin of one more question for you.
Okay.
If you could live anywhere you wanted to, where would it be?
Where would it be? Well, I just said it, so probably probably Alaska or Scotland. Scotland because of U2. Great bands, great music. It's great over there
Yeah?
and cold. Yeah, hell no, not Australia. The spiders? No, thank you. I'm good.
Spiders that are big enough to eat you?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to. I might need Barvey to teach me some Harry Potter spells if I go over there. I'm good. Ugh. Um, or probably Alaska because one, they have a lot of great islands, small towns, which I love. Oh my gosh, I can go on about Alaska for hours because I just love the people there. They're so friendly. The small little towns, just the water, the little pebbles that you find on the beach and not sand. Because let's be honest, I hate sand. It sucks. It's awful. It's stupid. It's ill. You know.
It gets in places it shouldn't be.
Exactly, you know, and plus I get to wear a thermal, you know? Like who wears a thermal in Cali, you know? You get to wear a lumberjack sweater, you know? It's great over there, you know? So yeah, probably those two.
Nice.
Plus you get to look at lumberjack men cutting in the Alaska woods.
Hey now. man.
I'm just kidding.
Dead.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that.
You get to walk around looking like Quill XD. Exactly. Wait. I don't mind that.
Oh. So I know you have a game that you've conceptualized, a horror game. But do you have anything else coming up for stream?
Anything else coming up for stream? Yes. I have ideas coming up very soon. Um the first project being trailer the Minecraft trailer. Huh, yeah. I don't have that added.
I get a oh yeah.
I don't have that added in this thing. I'm sorry, dude. I'll refund your points. But I have a lot of projects to be worked on. One of them being the Minecraft trailer. The second one would probably be the December charity. The third one would probably be, yes, Lethal Company. I really want to play Lethal Company. The third one would probably be well, I think I'm allowed to announce the third one, but I'm gonna announce it anyways, cause fuck it. The third one I will be planning to make a Twitch integration system where before the start of my streams, you guys will be able to play your guys' own little video game. Kind of think of like Stardew Valley, kind of animated type of way. And you guys get to play that. And then when the timer goes down, it will switch to the stream. I've been talking with some people about that. We think it's able to come. But I also want to make it where you guys are able to play that or you guys are able to watch the stream. Either way, it's a both benefit because you guys get to enjoy the game that you guys are the game that you guys are playing. Or you can watch my stream. And it also benefits because it's something that I know that you guys will enjoy. That's what she said. Oh, whatever. It's that, and the fourth one is a horror game that I'm working on. I haven't thought of the name of it yet, but it's gonna have voice acting from a lot of people that we know. It's gonna be a story mode based game. I'm not thinking about multiplayer, but it's gonna be like zombie. It's gonna be like a zombie type game. I don't know if you guys have played the Walking Dead series, but whatever you make your character say, that's going to impact your story later on, and you're also going to have multiple endings as well. But yeah, I want to say that's all the stream projects for now, apart from the butterfly effect. Apart from getting the Discord server active, up and running. Yeah, that's about it.
That's a lot of stuff.
I don't like it. I can't.
You don't like it, you're the one doing it.
Yeah, I think of myself too highly, and then after I get tired, and then I take a break from the project, and then I go back to it. You know, like I've been thinking about opening up a coding class for the Discord server, which I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll see if there's any. Dude, burnouts are so rough, but it's good to take breaks on everything. Yes, it really is. I had to learn that the hard way, unfortunately, but it is great to take breaks a lot of the time, especially when you're managing a lot of things at them as well. You know, it's never best to overpush that, but yeah.
Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you.
Any questions that chat would like to ask? No, I can rest when I'm dead. No, you can't, D. Nuh-uh. You guys need sleep, okay? I swear, if you start streaming every day again, I'm gonna kick your butt. You lost the game. I'll be lurking, friend. Thank you so much, Barbie, for the lurk.
Subs, you're mean and evil.
Jokes. Yeah. Attention, everyone. Barbie Girl 1204 is now lurking. I don't know why it does that. Interesting. But yeah, any questions chat would like to ask? Hopefully start streaming soon. Ooh, are we gonna have an Onyx stream? Let's go! By the way, chat, if you're not following, the great Onyx, also known as Space Yoshi, go drop a follow. Amazing streamer, an amazing friend, has always been there for me whenever I needed company or just friends in general, or even to hang out with in game. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Yes, Host. Sweep, sweep. Oh, that's right. Hi, Presley. Hi, puppy.
Morning?
That is true. Onyx is an amazing artist, and we hope to see more of your art because we miss it. We miss it a lot.
Right?
But okay, hold. What am I holding? I drank all. I had all the rum. I finished it all. It was delicious. It was great. I had it with Coke. I still have the list. What do you mean, what list? Why am I holding? I don't like this. I feel like I'm being interrogated by D-Wolf and the squirrel that's in front of me. That's my wallpaper. I don't know why it's my wallpaper, but yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that. What's up with the squirrel, man? Like, that squirrel looks a little on edge.
So, I thought my computer. Yeah, I thought my computer was overheating. I had to make sure, but that was my aunt's blow dryer. I was about to say, what the heck? You know how like when you don't choose a wallpaper and Windows automatically chooses a wallpaper for you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it picked that one. Usually I have Wallpaper Engine to pick for me, but it hasn't been opening up even though I've added it as administrator. So we'll do that right now. It's because I took its nuts. That's oh gosh, this sounds wrong. There we go. If you could have lunch with anybody dead or alive, who would it be and why? Who would it be? I would want to say I'm thinking about Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. Because I loved what
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Science rules. Probably because I like science. And I would really love to talk with him, because I've watched his show multiple times and it was a part of my childhood, and I would really love to ask him questions. I'd really love to ask him a lot of questions, For the dead part, I don't know who. I would probably have to say Winston Churchill.
Oh.
Yeah. Winston Churchill, because I just want to know what his mind was going through World War II, and one, I really want to pick at his brain with that, because I really love history, so I would really like to pick his brain with that. Oh yeah, let me show you the Yoshi, since you said that, let me show you the other side. So hold on. If it lets me? No, it's not gonna let me. Is it? Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that's the wrong thing.
Whoa! Quick look at his OBS there, chat.
I got this one on the second monitor.
Anything revealing there. Nice.
Yeah, I got both of them. But yeah, I'd probably Winston Churchill. What are you looking at, Presley? Huh?
That's interesting.
Now, Neo. Oh gosh, what do you mean now? What do you mean? I don't like this.
Oh, he wants me to answer the same question again.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't in here, I don't think, when you asked me earlier. But I too, I selected Robin Williams. Because that man went through a lot and was still an inspiration to others, and I just want to know how he did it. I want to pick his brain. Find out what he was going through when he made some of these great films. Because Nano Nano,
You know, I'm really surprised, Neo, you did not pick the celebrity crush one.
I didn't want to humiliate you that much.
Truth is, I don't have a celebrity crush. But if I were to pick one, you know who.
Mm-hmm. We got any more questions in the chat?
I think that would be it, unless anybody else has any more questions. Let's see.
Ooh. If you could have any animal, what would you get?
This adorable floof. Give me a
Aw.
bath. Ugh, you smell. I'm kidding. If I were to get any animal, that's you. A penguin, cause they're cute, and apparently I waddle like a penguin too whenever I walk. A penguin, because they're cold, they're cute, they like fish, I like fish. We can make some sushi together. We'll be good, you know. But I just hope it's the penguin from Adventure Time, though. You know, that penguin would go hard, though. Let's be honest. Love that. I forgot his name, though. Yeah, I would love to have him. Gunner. Yeah, I would love to have him. Yeah, I would love to have him as a pet. What's something you have today that you never thought you would? That's a good question, D. There's multiple things. The first thing would probably be a community. I know that's shocking, but I never thought I would have a community. You know, mostly because when I first started streaming, I would have put myself down a lot. And I would say, I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough for the, you know, I would like take every little negative aspect and I would just start jamming it in there, you know. I never thought I would have the amazing community that I have now. And also a computer as well, because I used to play games off of a DreamWorks artist computer with I don't even know the CPU at the time, but it was old. It barely ran Minecraft. And it barely ran Minecraft, which I'm grateful that it run, you know.
You know, back in 2020, I got my newest Xbox right before the series came out. And I thought that was going to be the what I did everything on. I never thought that I would have a computer with 3 monitors and a community that backs me up to help me with everything. And in a community that I can share and spend time with.
I'm so gonna regret this, but let's see. You played R2. Okay, what else? It works now. You played R2. You played. I know you played that one.
Can I get a higher?
What did Yoshi play? A bonk.
Anime, wow.
The anime wow and the bonk, right? Yeah. Where's the bonk? There it is. Bonk. Ow, that hurt. Why'd you hit me, Yoshi? I'm sorry. And then the anime wow. There we go. It's crazy now, like where we all first started streaming and where we are now. You know.
Yeah. It's the time and effort that's been put into it, and the time and effort of the community to put it back is amazing.
Yeah. I know. We don't talk bad about ourselves. I know. Sadly. But yeah, we don't.
But it's not talking bad when we realize what we have and why we have it.
Yeah.
I never thought I would have it, but it goes out on its own.
Yeah. And second off, shut your ass up, D-Wolf. We know dang well. No. Nobody's getting out of this. If we can't, you can't either, okay? Me and Neil are your mods, and we can't. So yeah, you can't either. I'm proud of how far you've come, dude. You're such a good person and have a bunch of good ideas. Aw, thank you, Onyx. I can't wait to make them all come true after painful hours of me crying after they're done. I met you IRL, so no, you can't. That's a good one. But yeah, I think that's everything, really. Well, before we end stream, I just want to thank everybody for joining in. Damn. So when are we playing Lethal? I'm down for whenever you guys are down to play Lethal Company. I know I do have some family coming over today. So probably not today. But I do have a 4-day weekend. So I have tonight, tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. So, yeah. But first off, I would like to thank the amazing Neo, who will be... You'll be going live tonight, right? What is it?
I will be, yes.
Who will be going live tonight, probably playing Dead by Daylight with the one and only Frog Lady, or Fortnite, with D-Wolf 1984. And I would also like to thank...
Or a combination.
Maybe all of them.
Maybe.
And I would also like to thank all of you guys for joining in, and thank you for the amazing raid, D-Wolf, as well.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be here and chat you up.
Of course. Are you sure, D-Wolf? Are you sure? Are you sure? Cause you clicked the green. You know what? Cause you clicked. Wait, hold on. Cause you clicked the green check mark, which meant you were supposed to join Repo last night, but no, you didn't join in. So I don't want to hear it. Pack 2. Play. Swim away. But yeah. I went to bed early, XD. Sorry I missed it. It's okay.
Aww.
But yeah, like Lethal Company. You know, I really can't wait to play that. I miss that game. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you are subscribed, you do have access to the Minecraft server. So if any to the new subscribers that Amanda gifted to from last night, if you guys have any issues, please message me or DM me. You know? And yeah, I think that's about it, really. We are going to go find somebody out to raid out to because we have been streaming for a total of 1 hour and 18 minutes, which is an hour and 18 minutes that I must provide the footage and edit because, yeah. So, let's see who is live, shall we? we got
Sounds like a plan.
we got
man.
KB, Oscar's live. PewDiePie, Resident Evil. Tim is live. Sparrow's live. Ooh, okay. Philip Sparrow.